Hi, thank you guys so much for having us. My name is Dave Carter. I am the VP of Enterprise Growth at Array. I'm with my colleague Deepak Sharma, who is our GM. So at Array, we help our clients meet consumer needs and grow revenue faster with a suite of private label credit, financial management, and privacy products that can be customized to match your brand's look and feel and embedded in your experience right away. So over the past couple of years, we've had a number of conversations with folks just like yourselves. And we hear three key themes repeated time and time again. Number one, goal of driving non-interest income and increasing deposits. Number two, a goal of driving engagement with existing consumers and driving the lifetime value of that customer. And number three, differentiating in a crowded market, especially between banks, fintechs, and other FIs. So what we're going to show you today are two products that solve those three issues. The first one is our data broker monitoring and removal tool. Now this is a powerful tool, but it's also pretty simple. All we have to do is scan your information or your customer's information against the top people search sites and data brokers that are online, showing your consumer exactly what information is exposed and where it's exposed. Now in order to do this, all we need to know is your user's name, age, and location. If they have that information already in the system, great. If not, we can request it right here, and then we do a real-time scan. Now as you can see, this user has a ton of information exposed about them. And it's not just their name, age, and location, it's also information on their relatives, on their family, where they live, how much they paid for their house, arrest records, all tied to social media profiles and that type of information. So as you can imagine, that is really a target-rich environment for an identity thief, hacker, anyone who's looking to do physical harm, like a stalker. As you can imagine, most people don't realize this information is out there, and they certainly have never consented to having this information sold about them to literally anyone who wants to buy it. We find that 98% of people, when they run a scan, will find information about them exposed. And generally, when they find that information, they want to get it removed. And that's where we can really come help you drive that non-interest income. The upsell here would be helping remove that information for your consumers. We can do that in one of two ways. One is as a standalone product. We find that generally between $5 and $15 is the consumer's willingness to pay for a product like this on a monthly basis, or it can be paired with a premium product. Think of like an identity theft protection or a subscription management tool. Once the user agrees to upgrade and purchases the product, we start sending out opt-out requests on behalf of that user, acting as an authorized agent. As soon as we get confirmation that information has been removed, it goes to this remove status here. Now here's an important thing. Once the information is removed, it generally gets re-exposed every 3 to 4 months, which means there's a really valuable tool to offer on an ongoing basis, which is our monitoring and ongoing removals. Now, the best part about it is generally when we have a partner who has this product, they will send an email out after we confirm that the information has been removed. These emails generally get 60 to 70% open rates and really strong click-through rates. So as I mentioned before, talking about long-term engagement and long-term value for the customer, this repeats the value time and time again every single time we remove that information. We also have a number of ways that we can reactivate or re-engage a population that has possibly dropped off. If you want to hear more about that, please swing by our booth. But in the meantime, I'm going to toss it over to my colleague Deepak, who's going to talk about our subscription management product.
Thanks, Dave. Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you all in the audience. I'm Deepak Sharma. I'm a GM at Array, and I lead our digital financial management product suite. Today, I'll walk you through one of our products called Subscription Manager. As the name suggests, the goal of the product is to make the consumer become aware of their subscriptions. And then with a few clicks within the application, the consumers can request cancellation or negotiation. You may be wondering why Subscription Manager? This is because on an average, a US household is now spending between $3,000 to $5,000 each year on subscriptions. If you survey the consumers, roughly 2/3 of the consumers will tell you that they are not using at least one subscription they are paying for. So by giving insights to the consumer on the subscriptions they are paying for and then making it really easy to cancel or negotiate, we can save them hundreds of dollars each year, which is incremental saving, which could be pretty significant for a lot of households. With that, I'm going to get into our demo. Array's products are offered as embeddable components into our client's experience. So in this example, let's say the user comes in, they log into our client's experience, and they see this entry tile for subscription manager. They enter into the flow. We invoke Plaid to help us aggregate the user's accounts where they are using to make transactions on these subscriptions. If you already have the consumer's transaction data pre-aggregated, we can skip the Plaid flow. So let's say the user goes through the Plaid flow, they onboard different accounts they're using to pay for these subscriptions. They go through that flow, and then at the end of it, we receive the last 12 months of transaction history on the user. We have built our own tagging algorithm that allows us to scan these transactions and find the subscriptions that the user is paying for. And then we provide a summary list of all these subscriptions to the consumer on this UI component. So as you can see, in this example, the user is paying for Netflix, AT&T, etc. Now let's go through a sample cancellation flow. Let's say the user would like to cancel Netflix. They can simply click on the logo, and they're now taken to this form. This form will change depending on the subscription provider. In the case of Netflix, they require first name, last name, and an email address to cancel the subscription. Through our integration with the clients, we can pre-populate most of this information. So in this example, let's say the user comes in, first and last name Thomas Friedman, they input their email address, they agree to the terms of services, they hit cancel Netflix, and they are done. We now take the request from the consumer, and we take care of all the logistics to cancel or negotiate these subscriptions. We provide the status update to the consumer on the component, and also through email. So whenever there's a successful cancellation or negotiation, we'll update the component that we were able to save them $20 a month on Netflix, and we also send them the email. So as you can see, that this is a pretty simple yet very powerful tool to help the consumers save money.